again. I'm Nick Brown. To my right, Carter Hill. Sit tight. We've got you covered today. Fielder on the right side of second base. Swing and a miss on the third slap attempt. And she goes down swinging.
I want to characterize it like a road light gray with red pants.
The full count pitch, swung on, lifted, deep center field. Back to the wall goes Ritter, and up and over. One out bomb from Corey McMillan. A standing ovation from a good number of Highlander faithful.
Ritter, I thought, was going to camp under it at the wall. Just kept carrying, and I don't know if she mistimed her jumper. Maybe she timed it perfectly and it just sailed over her glove.
For ball one.
It's funny too, McMillan thought she caught it. She stopped at second.
The senior faces a 1-1 pitch. This one's lifted high in the infield. Fagan drifts under it and puts on the squeeze. Stares down the 1-2. Swung on and strike three. And that's the third out of the top half.
This Virginia Tech lineup thus far at this point in the year.
And Palia in the first offering is bunt straight to her. The slap is successful and Kelsey Brown is aboard. First pitch slap attempt. The 3-0 outside. And there it is. Cameron Fagan will take first base. Palia now has a perfect 25-25 strikeout to walk ratio after first. The 3-1 almost snipes Green upstairs, and she will take first. So the Hokies defense. A slap and 2 walks is at bats. Faces the 1-1. Creams this one, deep center field. See you later. That one's headed for Emma Ritter. She says, I'm not in a batting slump at all. That one goes yard, and it's
analogy right there. Yeah, no, just a screaming liner to straightaway center. And for Ritter.
Foster. Second. This one is slapped into left field for a base hit. Bailey rests assured at first. No out. Tech baseball trying to make it 23 straight losses to the Highlanders. 4-1, Tech leading. Peck smashes this one into center field, gets under the glove and escapes to the wall. Rounding third goes Bailey, gets the stop sign by on a double. That could have easily for the Highlanders here in this first inning. Bennett quickly fouls this one into the netting for strike 2. But the Hokies quickly, the 1-2 to Bennett. Swung on and lifted into right center field. It gets down at the base of the wall. This will score 2. Bennett hustling on her horse to second.
The Hokies are pouring. And Alyssa Tasler, I don't know.
Their game last week against Tennessee. The 2-0 is blooped into the infield for out number 1. Here in the 1 out. Castine just drifted that one right into the glove. The 0-1 lifted high into shallow left field, waving off. The rest of the defenders was in the zone, but when she does, Virginia Tech just gets a nice bat on it.
Oh, yeah.
The 2-1 lifted by Brown into deep center field, and an easy snag by Roberts ends the inning. Has put up 6 in the bottom half of the first frame. Virginia Tech 6, Radford 1. 3:08 on the year. The first offering swung on and lifted to Brown in the left field, drifts under it, and easy put out there by the left field. Shedrick went 2 for 7 in the USC Upstate Series. She grounds this one to Bailey, who dives for it, but to no avail. As Shedrick did glove it, there is no hope of getting the out anyways. The 2-0 swung on, lifted to Kelsey Brown, and a nice put out there. Once again, her second put out of the payoff pitch from Grimes. Swing and a miss. The third K of the game to Grimes' name, and that is Carter Hill. Thank you for tuning in today for the New River rivalry.
Wall like you see at Fenway Park in right.
The 1-1. Hit strongly by Fagan, back to the wall and off the top of the wall, rounding to Fagan, who walked in the first inning, gets a nice double to start. Fagan at third for the Hokies. Green in the box.
Radford. I know you've made that trip a couple times.
Payoff pitch in the dirt, and Green is aboard on her second drawn walk of the game. 3 walks, and they have worked their ways. Count at 2. The 2-2 swung on and grounded to the third baseman. She elects to throw first. It's a wild throw. Running to third is Green. Ritter
Making another change?
No. Second inning. Jamie Bailey swings and lifts this one high into shallow right field. Charging under it was the right fielder Barbe. Team leader in home runs. Gets underneath this one, and it'll be an infield fly out.
Yeah, and if you're Virginia Tech now, you're trying to capitalize.
Georgia faces the 2-0, swings and gets under this one. Falling underneath it was Smith, the shortstop, and that's 3 down.
Edmonds tonight, second baseman for Radford. Final line in just a second, but here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, got her strike 3. So her first strikeout of the day, and there's one away between Saturday and Sunday. The 2-1 is swung on and grounded up the middle. Jacobson fields, flicks it to first, and there's 2 gone. She did. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and grounded left side. It gets through for a base hit. So a 2-out single off the bat of McMillan. She's 2 for 2.
Basketball players Elizabeth Kitley and Kayla King.
The 1-2. Swung on and lifted down the right field line. Going back is Green, and she makes the play just in front of the track for out number 3 and 1. We mentioned it just a little bit earlier. Radford won the first 6 meetings, but actually since then, a 16-game win streak, the 3-2. Just missed outside. Full count walk to Castine, and the Hokies have the leadoff. Brown is on deck for Virginia Tech. Pete DeMore, all 4 in run roll fashion. 3-2, swung on and lifted down the right field line. This one falls for a base hit. Castine had to hold up, so she'll stop it here in the third. 0-1, squares around once again, lays it down. It's going to be a tough play. Fielded, throws the first, threw it away. Luca will come in to score around third thrunk. She'll stop.
Virginia Tech run. Radford just unable to clean up those little mistakes. Another error up and over the first baseman's glove.
Brown, and then another error. First pitch to Fagan, swung on, lifted, straight away center, to the track, to the wall, it's gone. Pouring it on here in Blacksburg. It's 11-1 Tech.
Remember, the run rule applies through 6 in the first, 1 in the second. Continuing to do damage in electric fashion. Another bomb. Innings of play, and no outs in the bottom.
The New River Valley. The 3-2. Swung on and lifted. Right center field, going back on it at the wall, and this ball is hauled in by Barbado. Back softball park in Blacksburg. It's the lone meeting of the year between the Hokies today. That grand slam early on. Swung on, line right up the middle, going over is Edmonds, and she makes the grab for out number 2. So game seems potentially decided. First pitch is swung on and knifed to the second baseman Edmonds. She fields, fires to first, and there's out number 3.
The Highlanders and leads took that lead 4-1 since then.
2-1. Swung on and grounded left side, fielded by Thrunk. She fires to first, and there's one away. Nice play. Florida State at home, and then Clemson at home. 2 top 10 programs. 1-2. Swung and foul tipped into the glove of Peck for strike 3 and out number 2. So
Carey singled in her first at-bat of the game.
Virginia Tech wants to continue to climb. The 0-1 swung on and grounded right to Bailey. She backhands and steps on the bag for out number 3. 6, 7, 8 in the Virginia Tech lineup is an easy task. 3-2. Swung on and popped up, straightaway center. Going back, Roberts to the track, to the wall, off the top of the wall and gone. Pack, it's a solo shot. The Hokies go yard once again, and Tech now leads it 12-1. Technically, Luco, now the DP. This one is swung on and lifted out towards left center field. Thompson going back, ranging to her left, and she'll put it away for out number 1. Attack in the first. 1 in the second, 4 in the third. The pitch. Just missed inside. It's a full count walk to Luco. It's her second walk. She singled her last time up towards the right side. This one swung on, grounded left side, throws to second for 1, on to first, and she threw it away. Thrunk now heads for second. It got away from Shedrick at first, so that's the third error of the day for Radford as well. That one will be when she can get going. 2-1. This one swung on, grounded right side, fielded by Edmonds, flicks it to first, and there is out number 3. 2 ERA. She's recorded 3 saves, although obviously in an 11, now down to 197 on the season. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Limley's first strikeout of the day. He's 2 outs away from securing their 5th straight run rule victory over Radford. First base hit of the season. Missed high and inside. 5-pitch walk to her. So she'll reach first. And that Radford just 3 hits on the day. Virginia. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Runner takes off. Not in time. It skips into center. So a steal of second for Kendall Stanley. She winds and fires this one. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Her second strikeout of the inning. And the Highlanders are down to their... Brings up Lexi Roberts at the top of the order for Radford. 0 for 2. The 0-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Highlanders down to their final strike. She winds and fires in this one. Misses inside. It got away from the catcher, Peck. Advancing 60 feet will be Stanley. Here comes the 1-2 to Roberts. Got her swinging, swing and a miss. Limley strikes out 3 in the top half. Final thoughts, Mr. Brown, before we head to break.
Nice shutdown inning for Emma Lemley. Add 2 more Ks to her.